Welcome back, everybody, to the Idiot Brothers and Home Wars. We're on episode 5. Last episode, we had some pretty unnecessary casualties. I think we pushed a little too early there, but we're making some progress here. Um, we're gonna get started right off with fighting this hallway battle because we absolutely need to take this down. We're gonna be defending that outpost again. We have a lot more fire support than we had last time, so I'm hoping that's enough to turn the battle in our favor. Alright, so let's see. We're going to get our sapper down. Get all of our machine guns down. Get all of our marksmen down. Get our vehicles down. Drop the artillery. Alright, here we go. Put you on 1. Let's get our diamond formation going here. We are definitely going to want some extra defenses here. We don't want them getting in anywhere. Get those down. Get that. Machine guns, you're going to be on 3. Snipers, you're going to be on 2. Trucks, you're going to be on 4. And artillery, you're going to be on 5. So 2 are the marksmen. 3. Like we did last time, we're going to keep them in range of the supply depot to make sure that they are both getting supplies and giving supplies at all times. Spread these MGs out a little bit more. We are definitely going to want to get some barbed wire on down and around the infantry and the artillery. We're also probably going to want to get a couple down around there just to make sure that it's good. Get our nets up. Help keep them off of our stuff. That is all our battle points. So we just times for it. Hopefully the sapper can get all of the barbed wire that I have queued up before he gets attacked. It looks like we are settling good. We have plenty of firepower this time around. Alright, all our outer defenses are up. So now we just got to worry about our inner defenses, which are going to be... there we go. We're getting them all up. We're getting them all up. Get those down. Get that down. Looks like their flyers are really ham-boning it on our base, which is not great. How we doing? 82 groups in reserve. We are demolishing their numbers. Artillery here doing some work. Help keeping the ground forces off while our infantry take out their air forces. We're only at 10% damage on the outpost, and they've only got 40 groups left in reserve. I think we have this push. Oh yeah. They are trying to surround the base. They're trying to get around back. The artillery is dealing with them, though. Oh, here come all the cockroaches. And that's where all of our damage is coming from. Good lord. Alright, and it looks like there are 87 bugs left, which means they are probably crickets. Which means we should be able to actually push up now and maybe get them revealed. but I'm not going to take a risk here. There's no point. You should be able to cover most of the guys. I don't know where those 87 left are, but wherever they are. You know what? Let's take our riflemen and let's make a move, because I'm assuming that they're probably stuck on something. And I want these groups gone, because if we don't wipe out these groups, we don't win the fight. Well, we do win the fight, but we don't win the battle, and that's not what we're going for here. Are they outside the wall? They would have been spotted by now. Well, it appears they have glitched out. Or something. That is unfortunate. At least we win the fight, and we won't get all our units disbanded, so... We won the fight, we took the first point. Or took the first pie of the point, however you want to call it. So that was a huge for us. Obviously we are going to have to now defend it again against 4 units of crickets. So we're just going to get that over with really quickly. Since they are just crickets, we should only need marksmen. Not going to bother with everything else. Yep, there they come, and there they go. Marksmen should have no issues dealing with these crickets. Make sure we get all of them. I don't want any left over. Want to make sure that we have this point on lock. Alright, there we go. There we go. I mean, we did gain some more resources out of it, which I will take. We now have this point, or at least we have the first sliver of that point. Now we have to hold against these bugs, which is we just got to destroy the outpost. I believe we can do a majority of the work with our recon vehicles. Where is the enemy outpost? Way down there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to spawn in the middle. I don't want to spawn right next to them because that literally puts our guys in harm's way, and that's not the goal here. So we're going to get the recon vehicle Doom Wheel started. They have 44 groups. I don't think we will need sapper defenses here. I'm fairly confident. Just get a couple of supply trucks. It feels really good to have some mechanized forces going on here. We are actually going to need our sappers anyway. I should probably have just spawned them up by their base when they run out of groups, inevitably. Alright, boys. Taking them pretty quick. I love these recon vehicles. They are freaking amazing. Our infantry line got overran. Alright, we might be having a little bit of an issue here. Alright, well, my overconfidence is going to get to me today. We are going to order a full retreat from the center of the map. I just deployed this army, so that is not good. We actually cannot win this fight. We no longer have any sappers. We are going to have to bring the fight back here to the outpost because we need to get resupply vehicles for these. The fact that there are still infantry alive. Oh, and there they go. I don't know if we'll be able to hold anymore, which means this has been a very fatal mistake on my part, which is not great. Switch to piercing. We are, at this point, overran on all accounts. It would appear the cockroach has won them the day, and this was a very, very costly mistake. Well, I was just going to surrender, but it looks like we have to wait for this to play out. This has been a very, very, very costly mistake. That is 2 stacks of units that I just lost. Well, unfortunately, this fight will not end until everything I can bring in is dead or dying, unless we run the timeout. So, unfortunately, that means we have to sacrifice everything else as well. Alright, well, that, that didn't happen. Yeah, that was a very big loss for us. That means they now have the first hallway, and our nearest incoming army is our snipers. I am never going to underestimate the bugs again. I will simply just set up outposts, or I will simply set up defenses like I should have. That was my mistake. Oop, excuse me. Unlocks here. Fortunately, we can't get that yet. Vehicles, though. However, I think we are going to pick up the assault vehicle. It's got a 50 caliber MG on it and grenade launchers. Or we can unlock the mortar vehicle. Although we should really get the light helicopter. Although it's not great. We're going to need to get an attack helicopter if we want a really good helicopter. We are going to need the supply helicopter at some point. Yeah, this loss really really set us back. I'm going to pick up the assault vehicle. I think we are going to sell some of that, and we are going to buy as much of that as we can. It won't let us buy that much. We are going to have to wait one more turn at this point. What do you have? I think at this point we have to go back. We have to go back for it. I don't think it's choice. We're going to attack, we're going to fight it, we're going to win it. We cannot afford to lose this. Since this is a very stationary army, it will be heavily fortified with sapper defenses. Control 1, Control 2, Control 3, and Control 4. There we go. Well, we know it's all ground, so we are just going to straight prep for ground. We have plenty of battle points. We may as well use them. May as well make sure that we are 100% secure. I don't want anything getting through. We can't afford another loss like that. That is going to set us back multiple turns of production. We might even have to invest in another plastic factory to help catch up on the losses that we just sustained, which is not great for our overhead costs here. And we're not going to be able to maintain the push either. Which is also very unfortunate. Alright, here they come. I think we're going to put some glue down in front of these guys just to make sure that they have a slower time getting through. The artillery is going to be doing a huge chunk of the work here, so are the barbed wire. This is not going to be good if we lose this. The artillery is under attack. The barbed wire doesn't seem to be doing much. I'm going to switch to heavy ammunition. Did we lose an artillery piece? Shit, we lost an art. No, we lost a marksman. All right, it could be worse. It could be worse. Switch back to standard. All right, I believe it is all light enemies from here on out, which means I'll take the one loss. That's not what we really wanted here, though. Alright, now I just need my sapper here to stop what he's doing. Alright, now we're going to run our butt on over there to destroy their bug nest. Haul it! This is one of those fun little watch the sapper run across the field type of thing, because this is a very big battlefield. I think at this point we are going to have to invest in some air. I think it's just inevitable. Our battlefields are getting large, and we just don't have the mobility to deal with it. Unfortunately, our mechanized division will not be present. Alright, so that was a huge setback on plans. Alright, so I think we're going to go in here. We're definitely going to manage headquarters. I think we are going to get that plastic factory up. We absolutely need it at this point. It's not an option. We need the extra income. We're definitely probably going to start picking up incendiary ammo. Ooh, actually I kind of want to get another plastic factory. Actually, no. We need a launch site. We're going to need a launch site picked up so we can start launching satellites. And then I'm going to get a satellite launched. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do that yet, unfortunately, because we need 50 incendiary. So we are actually going to need an incendiary factory. Can I get one? No, that's pretty expensive. Alright. Okay, so huge setback. I think we still have enough to hold the line, though, so we should still be good. Now let's progress. Oh boy. And there's an extra mission. What is this extra mission? Defend the supply crate until the extraction. We must protect that supply crate until the helicopter extracts it. We will actually do that mission. However, we are going to get additional troops forwarded. We're going to get this army moving. We still don't quite have enough refined plastic to build another army. However, we are going to need incendiary ammunition here pretty quick. So we are actually going to build the incendiary ammo factory so we can get more materials for that. I did want to launch a satellite here. So what we're going to do is we are going to launch a satellite there. We want to know what's there, which we now have the information on that. So we can see a pretty large group of incoming enemies. At least there's not as many cockroaches in that group. We are going to have to do this extra mission here. At least we are able to bring in all of our guys for this, so we are going to do that. Alright, where are we? Okay, so we got to get all of our guys up there really quickly, and then we got to get stuff set up. So this is going to suck because I do not have a mobile army for this. How much do they got? They've got 160 groups. Do we have artillery? We do. Start. We're going to put them on 1. We need to get them up there. We absolutely need to get that sapper up there pretty quickly. All these trucks need to get up there. We need the artillery up there. The artillery can sit a pretty far ways back and still fire, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. We are going to barbed wire up pretty quickly here. My guess is there is going to be flyers. So we are going to get our nets up. We have 16 seconds to mount a defense. Artillery, we're just going to stop there because we're going to need them firing ASAP. They have a fairly long range, so I think they'll be good right there. We're just going to have them stop because we are going to need them opening fire pretty quick. Yep, here they come. They're coming from 2 directions. So we are actually going to need to get defenses up on that flank as well. We're going to do that. We are going to turn the center of this board into a green stronghold. So the objective here is to hold it for the timer up there, which it looks like it is a lot of weaker bugs, which means we're going to have an easier time with this. I'm going to get this reserve truck up there. You get on 2. Trucks 3. Alright, so it looks like we will have a easy time here because we're picking them off as soon as they spawn. Artillery is doing a really good job at holding this off. Marksmen are doing a really good job at taking the mosquitoes out of the sky. It looks like we are going to need to pick up some defenses over here by our artillery. I do not want to lose any of the artillery for obvious reasons, because these are our guys. Once the cockroaches start showing up, that's typically an issue. We are going to have to actually start picking up heavier caliber weapons, I do believe, which means we are going to need to get some more heavy ammunition. We do have snipers on the way, which will hopefully help us deal with these cockroaches, because this is not exactly great at the moment. Alright, it looks like we are pretty good. So the sapper has all the defenses set up. I'm going to fast forward this now. We should be good here. We have a ton of firepower. They're not deploying groups very quickly, which is good. We can deal with them pretty quick. We do have the occasional flyer making it through, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Looks like they've got 120 groups in reserve still, and they're not deploying it as quickly as they normally would, which is good. Because we are running out of supplies very quickly, which is not great. Let's see here. What do we got? They're barely making it to our defense lines while the flyers are. Our helicopter just picked it up, and I think we're good. Our supply trucks are just running out of supply. There we go! What did we get for it? Big, bad, and ugly right here. Alright. Oh, hello. Alright. The experience is invaluable right now. We definitely needed the experience. They did not need more food, so we definitely stopped them from getting that. I believe they actually used their bug groups that were here, so that makes it easier for us. So we can hit defend. This is going to be an outpost fight. So we should have a decently easy time holding here. Let's get our marksman down. I wish there was a much faster way of getting these guys placed. Sadly, there is not. Sapper, and then 3 vehicles, because we're going to be keeping them pretty close. And then we're just going to pop the artillery down, and we're going to start. Y'all on 4, y'all on 3, 2. Alright, now let's get this show on the road, shall we? We're going to get a square formation of barbed wire down to help hold them off. And get some nets, because you can never have too many nets. Alright, we are actually out of battle points, so let's start positioning our infantry. Our infantry are actually going to station right around here. Artillery don't need to move. I just want them to be close enough to supply the infantry, but also close enough to get supplies, and I don't think they are. That one supply truck is going to be supplying a lot. We're going to ×4 it while we wait for our sapper to construct the defenses. And now we have incoming. The flies are very, very fast. We are going to want to get some nets up over our infantry, otherwise they are just going to swarm in over our infantry, and that is not what we want. They are spreading out, which is good. That is what we want. We're going to pick up some side defenses here. Our outpost is, of course, going to take some damage. However, they don't exactly have a whole lot that they can advance with us on. Our outpost is taking quite a bit of damage, but I think they don't have enough bugs to really push through, so I think we'll be fine here. And there's no more enemy groups on standby, so whatever they lose now will be permanent losses, because there will be no reinforcements. Obviously, it's permanent no matter what, but at least we won't have to see more. I don't know what some of these artillery shots are doing, if I'm being honest. Do we have glitched out crickets yet again? I think we do. That is very unfortunate. And we're back! Alright, that was obviously because the glitched out crickets was an easy fight. Alright, some more really welcome XP. I will take it, but that also means we have to fight that again in order to take it, which is not preferable in this situation because we already have other issues elsewhere. We're still positive across the board. It looks like they are really slowing down on the level up here, because the last thing I want to see is grasshopper swarms and wasp swarms. But as that stands, I think I will be calling it here. It looks like we finally got into the hallway, and hopefully next episode we'll be looking at making a push into the garage and potentially taking out the ant hive or bug hill, bug nest, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode.